I have the lovely privilege of teaching the civics course in this cohort. The civics class was very important. Aside from the fact that when I was creating this curriculum, I wanted the scholars to come to their own conclusion about whether voting or not was important. But in return, by the end of the curriculum in the class, I found that it was more important that the scholars knew their rights. I found that it was more important that the scholars know that moving forward they have the right to remain silent, and that they have the right to a speedy trial if they wish, and that the Constitution was written for them and for us. And it in many ways, it needs to be changed in our futures. And I think about the issues that we're facing right now in the state of Texas. And I think about the sacred testimonies that every single scholar gave me the privilege of leaving with every day and coming back with a passion and a fire that burned brighter and burned hotter than when I had ever first stepped in that classroom. So if we could give them all a round of applause for opening my eyes. In a program like Free Texas that is focused on recidivism and re-entering society with experiences during mass incarceration, it's important that scholars understand the historical context of the United States. So we talked about the freedom rides, we talked about the marches, we talked about the intersections of our identities as well as our racial experiences in this country, because all of those things matter. So with that being said, I want to I want to present two scholars with a Freedom Fighter Award. This award recognizes outstanding communication, devotion to learning the historical and constitutional context of the United States, and a burning passion to continue fighting for liberation. The two individuals that I chose, I also want to acknowledge the entire class. It gets an award, right? For you all are freedom fighters. You are our future. You are our future. But these two individuals, I just watched change. And the first individual and the recipient of this award is someone who did the work, who sat through very uncomfortable conversations and chose to come back every single day, who communicated with me about being uncomfortable, and every time we found a way forward, because the history of this country is not comfortable, and the history that the future will create is not comfortable. So I would love if we could give a round of applause to Lori Miller. I've been extremely humbled and touched by this person's story and testimony and what they lived through, and how they choose love every single time. So if we can give a round of applause to Tamika Craig.